Hey, yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Ryan Miller checking in with GST's YQMA, episode number 41. I've been gone for a little while, as you might know, been very busy with life and had to prioritize some things like buying a house, selling one car, selling another car, taking a road trip across country to see some clients in their show, driving back, road tripping back with my family, and of course, celebrating Thanksgiving last week. So obviously there's been a lot going on, and they've just been prioritized matters that had to be taken care of and had to be put first. But now I'm back on track, getting back to you with more YQMA episodes, and today we're going to tackle a major topic. It's a real point of confusion for a lot of people, but it's really a point that doesn't need to be confusing, and I want to just put the confusion to rest. And the question comes to me from numerous people over the years, and really it's a question about food. It's a question of, how do you weigh your meat, raw or cooked? It's a simple question with a simple answer, but there's a lot of confusion, and it's time to clear that up. So let's get started with today's GST YQMA episode number 41. Obviously this topic is built for the people that actually take the time to track their calorie and macro intake by weighing their food on a food scale. These are the people that I love because they're just like me. They care about what they put in their body. They want to reach a goal, and they know how to do it efficiently. If you want to reach a nutritional goal, you need to know what's going into your body, and you need to have that food scale readily available, and you need to use it every single day. Okay, so we're going to start off by talking about the nutrition label for chicken breast. And I'm going to choose chicken breast because it is extremely popular among people with training related goals, and it's just a very common meat that I think all of us can relate to. So when you look at your chicken breast label, what you're going to see is you're going to see a serving size, and that's generally 4 ounces, and then you're also going to see the amount of calories and grams of each specific macro associated with that 4-ounce serving size. Now, it's important to note that that serving size is talking about raw weight. That's not talking about cooked weight, because when you cook a piece of meat, what happens is it changes weight. The method that you use to cook that meat plays a role in how much it actually changes in weight from raw to cooked. And so what the manufacturer does is they want to just give you a definite serving size that's coming right from them before it's cooked. So they choose 4 ounces, that's a 1/4 pound, and they give you the nutritional info for that 4 ounces. Now, the confusion with you generally comes with when you cook in bulk, and let's say you cook 2 pounds of chicken breast, and then you don't know whether you should weigh out 4 ounces for each serving size, for each label serving size, or whether you should weigh out 5 ounces or 3 ounces, because the weight changes when you cook it. So what you need to do is you need to figure out your favorite method of cooking, the one that you use all the time. You need to figure out how much that method of cooking changes the weight of the meat that you're most commonly eating. And you can do this for all the meats that you eat too, and I recommend doing that. This is especially important if you bake or cook your meats in bulk. If you're doing it with a single serving for a fresh meal, it doesn't matter, because you're just going to weigh out the raw listing on the serving size on the label, and then you're just going to cook it, and you're not going to worry about how much it weighs because you already weighed it out raw and you already know how much you're consuming. But let's just say that when you pan fry your chicken like I do, you drop in 1 pound, and then it ends up weighing 3/4 of a pound when it's cooked. And that's what I usually find is basically it loses about 75% of its scale weight. And that's important to remember. Now, you need to cook it yourself. So what I recommend is using your favorite method of cooking 1 pound of it, and then seeing how much it weighs once it's fully cooked to your liking. Generally, it's going to be about 75% lighter. And because of that, you have a conversion factor. For any amount that you cook, you can multiply it by 75%, and then you're going to know how much to consume. So if you need to consume 4 ounces worth raw, you would multiply 4 ounces times 75%. That's going to give you 3 ounces, and so you would consume 3 ounces cooked to equal the nutritional value of 4 ounces raw. Now that's basically the bulk of answering this question. Once you know your cooking method that you use and you know how much that changes your raw to cooked weight, you have the conversion factor and you can calculate how much you need cooked for any amount of raw meat. So I'm going to say that one more time because this is the important part of this answer. Once you know that when you cook your chicken, it reduces in weight by 75%, all you need to do is, if you want a 4-ounce serving size, you need to multiply that by 75%, and then you eat that much. And that's going to be 3 ounces cooked. So there's probably going to be some follow-up questions on this. This is a topic or an answer that it sounds complicated, but once you actually do it and you cook that pound of meat and then you weigh it again and you get your conversion factor figured out, it's actually really simple, and it's just something that you have to put the time in, go through it and do it a couple times and just get it figured out. There's going to be people that don't want to put the time in to figure it out, and really those people, they're just being lazy, and there's no easy way around it, so they're not going to get around it. They need to put in the time and just go ahead and do it. So if you have any questions on weighing your food raw versus cooked, any follow-up questions, just obviously ask me. You can email me at ryan@growthstimulustraining.com, text basic questions to 919-671-8585, or comment on this video below. All right, guys, I thank you for watching GST's YQMA episode number 41. Just getting back into it, and I promise to stay on track and get these daily videos out so I can continue to bring knowledge from my brain to yours. Thank you very much for the views.